Alright, so we are here with episode 2 of RCW. So I decided that I wanted to go live today. Like normally I would stream today, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 o'clock. It's about 3 minutes before 4 o'clock, so we're just about right on time. And the reason why I chose to stream another episode of RCW today is because I decided that we're going to probably do the format of 2 episodes per week, or at least 1 episode per week. And I just felt that you guys loved the episode of the premiere episode of season 3 of RCW. So now we have this episode, the second episode of season 3. So I'm getting better at updating people when I'm going live, especially on Twitter. I've been really active on Twitter as far as, you know, sending you guys an actual link to my channel on my Twitter when I go live, so it's easier for those of you to know when I go live. So it's fantastic, and it's just a lot easier. And once again, I appreciate the amount of support for the show and the 2 follows that we got yesterday from Iconic Paris and Dragon Wrestling. So I'm really excited for the new fans, and for tons of new fans even today, if we got anybody new coming through. And yeah. So, judging by the title, you can probably figure out by now that Conor Fury is debuting tonight. So, that should be very, very interesting. I cannot wait for you guys to see him and see his entrance and to see everything that I put into him. Again, I appreciate the support of the show. Like, I can't thank you guys enough the amount of support that this show gets. And based on the 2 follows that we had yesterday with Paris and Dragon, the 2 of you seem to like what I have going so far. No, you didn't miss anything at all. Anna, you did not miss anything at all. Actually, this is the first thing that we're doing today, is the promo for Luna Outlaw. So we're going to be doing that in a couple of seconds here. But just to give you guys a little bit of a catch-up here. So we have, last episode we had Alex Alpha unfortunately lose in his debut against Aleister Black. We had Sky Outlaw versus Sasha, which that was probably one of the greatest matches that I've ever seen Sky do, apart from her Hell in a Cell matchup against Paige, which we will hear from Paige tonight. She will be in a match tonight, so that'll be awesome. We have Jason Outlaw versus John Cena in an RCW World Championship Open Challenge, in which John Cena lost his title, shockingly, right after he just won it. So that had to be very embarrassing for him. So now Jason Outlaw is the RCW World Champion. And we also had Chris Danger versus Seth Rollins. And we had Jason Outlaw be at ringside for that match. And Chris Danger ended up winning without Jason Outlaw really getting involved at all. And then we had the debut of Luna Outlaw plus Nikki Cross, and Luna ended up winning that matchup as well. So I'm guessing that's what Luna wants to talk about today. She told me that she wanted to talk about her matchup and the future of RCW and just a lot of things. She put it. She's not. The Outlaws are never really good at saying what they. Of giving any detail on what they're going to say. They usually just go out there with something in mind without letting anybody know. What's up, T-Black? How's it going? I did friend your brother, by the way. I did friend your brother, so, like you asked me to, so. Thank you for the host, by the way. Listen up, morons. When I walk down to the ring, I expect every single one of you to treat me with the respect I deserve. Remember that for next time. Now, irritations aside, there's something I'd like to say. Luna is very pissed off right now, which I don't know why, considering she won, so I have no idea why she'd be angry. I'm sick and tired of sitting in that locker room being ignored. It's my time to take some action and make the other women realize that I mean business. So, despite her only having one match here on RCW, she really wants to make something of herself, and that's what I encourage every superstar to do on RCW, is to make something of themselves. There's no question that I'm the best pure athlete in the women's division around here. Despite what the other women in the locker room may think, they can't handle the fact that I have more talent in one finger than they do in their entire bodies. It's about damn time that they face the truth. Very confident, very cocky, I guess, for somebody who's only had one match. I hope the women in the back are done blow drying their ratty hair and picking out their pitiful rags they call clothes, because I'm putting every single one of them on notice. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the recognition around here that I deserve. So, necessarily, you don't have to have a title to have recognition, if that's what Luna is implying, but I'm not too sure. I'm done playing nice around here. I know what I want, and I'm going to get it. So I hope... I don't know why I can't read that fast. I can't read that fast, game. I can't read that fast. But apparently on the last word, it always goes really quick, and I can't read it. But you get the point. Luna Outlaw is done playing nice. I don't think she ever played nice to begin with anyways. So that doesn't really matter. We will also hear from The Rock tonight as well. And AJ Styles. So we have the former RCW Women's Champion Paige going up against Alexa Bliss. Now, I had the chance to talk to Paige before the episode tonight, and she really almost had no words of what happened to her in Sky. Basically, what I asked her was how she felt about Sky winning the title, and she was happy for her in the sense that she won the title because she worked hard to get to it by winning matches. But she also was disappointed on how she got the match, through a rivalry, through attacking her and all this other crap that happened. She's disappointed about how the match happened, in the sense that they could have she could have asked for a title match the civil way instead of attacking and essentially beating the crap out of her just to get a match. And I respect that. And I told her I respect that. I understand her ideology behind that. Thanks, Carly, for the host. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the perspective that she's offering. You know, because honestly, if I was in that same situation, I would highly prefer somebody to ask for a match. And honestly, you don't necessarily get matches. Like, you can ask for a match. You have to earn your way to matches. And I think that's what Sky wanted to do. She didn't want to ask for a match. So she won a couple matches. And she ended up getting in that titles picture. And Paige just happened to be in the way of that. And she won it. So personally, like I said with RCW, I like to have the superstars make the decisions, make the stipulations, things like that. I'd like to have the superstars make the stipulations, and so it's really, yeah, this looks like a good match. It is going to be a good match, I guarantee. And Sky likes to do her own thing. And I'm not going to mess with her because you know what happens when you do. Just ask Paige because she lost the title. But Paige looks to get back in that title picture against Alexa Bliss here. And starts off with a Hurricane Rana here. But Alexa Bliss able to reverse that. And just a simple arm drag there. Now, the other thing that I asked Paige about is her relationship with Brian Outlaw, where that's at. Because, like I said, once you mess with one person of the Outlaw family, you mess with all of them. So, it's sort of... So I asked her, I said, are you and Brian still talking to each other? What's going on? Or what's happening? And so she told me that Brian wants to do what he wants to do, and that's how it is. And if he needs me, I'll be there for him, but it's Sky who did this, not necessarily him. And she understands why he did it, why he, like, ghosted her, and why he sort of abandoned her, because family is family. And, you know, that's how things go with the Outlaws, so... As Paige able to reverse that attack by Alexa Bliss. What she's going for here, possibly a big knee. I don't think I've ever seen her do that in real life. I've seen her do the apron knee strikes, but Alexa able to reverse. Imagine if Alexa wins this match. And what will that say for her in the title picture? Because she lost... she lost in Season 1 in the Fatal 4-Way, which was the #1 contendership for the women's title. And ever since then, she hasn't really had a big match. So this would be pretty good. Taking down the former and first ever RCW Women's Champion. So it should be very interesting if she can come out with a win here. And Alexa just wrenching on the previously injured neck of Paige. Now, I asked Paige about how her neck is doing because obviously in the WWE world she had to retire due to neck injury, and she says that her neck is possibly better than ever. I don't know. I guess she calls it a miracle that she's back in the ring in the ring again. I honestly think that she wouldn't have been able to compete here on RCW due to the neck injury, but fortunately she's able to, and Paige able to get right back up. Now looking to get back into this matchup after Alexa Bliss has really controlled, looking for the mounted headbutts here. This is signature Paige. We will also hear from AJ Styles too tonight as well. AJ Styles making his return to RCW action. As Paige tried the page turner there and only able to get a 1 count out of it. And Alexa with a head scissor takedown there. or a Hurricane Rana, whatever it was. I don't know. It's hard to differentiate those two. But Paige able to reverse, but a little bit of hesitation from Paige causes Alexa to do a snap suplex. Now Paige is right back on the canvas just like she was before. And Alexa going for big pin here. 2 count. And the former RCW Women's Champion able to kick out, looking for possibly patented a DDT here. But Paige reverses it. Now Paige with a super kick, and now she's in the driver's seat now. I don't know if she wanted to go for the finisher there. I still think it's a little bit too early, judging by the health of Little Miss Bliss here. Multiple elbow drops to the chest of Alexa Bliss. Looking for another page turner. Connects with the page turner. Can she get Alexa Bliss? And no, Alexa Bliss, the goddess, still able to kick out. But now she has 2 finishers in her back pocket. She can either use the PTO or her signature Rampage. Uh-oh, looks like she's going for one of those right here. And a Rampage on Alexa Bliss. Referee's right there in perfect position. And Paige wins against Alexa Bliss. That's got to boost some confidence back into her, just despite the circumstances between her and Sky. So it's good news to hear that Paige and Brian Outlaw don't really have as much animosity towards each other. Because, honestly, the thing is, even though, like I just said, if you mess with one outlaw, you mess with all of them, they have a way of dealing with their own issues. So it's not like Brian's gonna get involved with Paige and Sky Outlaw. So he pretty much let Sky handle it on her own. With it being a Hell in a Cell match, him not getting involved whatsoever, that's uncharacteristic of Brian. But he said that Sky, despite her young age, at only 20 years old, that it doesn't matter. She can handle her own stuff, and I can handle my own thing. And Paige is definitely have to have some confidence back as she wins that match against Alexa Bliss. But that's not it. That is only the first match of the night. We still got more to go. And the next match we have here is Black Hole versus the team of Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So, we haven't seen much of Dean. Is this a Shield reunion? I don't know about that. I don't know. Because the thing, I had talked to Dean about this matchup. And he had said that Seth needed a partner just for the act of being, just simply because he needed a partner. He's not doing it for Seth. He's not doing it for anybody else. He's just doing it just because it fills the match card. So you have to wonder if both Seth Rollins and Dean are going to be on the same page. Now, Black Hole, like I said, they lost the RCW Tag Team titles to the Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt, and they will be here next week on RCW because, like I said, all champions must show up. Not every night, but they got to show up at some point. And I guarantee this team is going to survive despite the losses that they have had. I talked to Finn Balor, and he basically explained to me that the loss that they had, it would have been different if it was a one-on-one matchup. It's a lot to take in when you're facing two other tag teams. All of them can be in the ring at the same exact time. A lot of action is happening. It's really different when you face them one-on-one. So they're looking to start up their momentum again and get to where they need to be at, to possibly get into the tag team title picture again. However, that is, I can tell you, that is a little bit, further down the road. Just because they win this one match doesn't mean that they're automatically in the title picture. But it can definitely help them. But what if Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose win? Does that mean they will have to possibly suffer and just coexist with each other? We're just going to skip these two because they don't come out together, so... So it's going to be Finn Balor and Seth Rollins to start off this matchup here, and we are underway. Like I said, there should be no cracks in the relationship between Aleister and Finn Balor. You know, they both realize that things do happen in tornado tag matches and in matches where there are multiple opponents at one time. It's like triple threat matches. Like I said, you know, in the triple threat match between The Rock, John Cena, and Edge, anything can happen in those matches. And whether or not you're a part of the outcome, it doesn't matter, according to those rules. But definitely, that shouldn't destroy their confidence because they were RCW Tag Team Champions at one point. It's just failure to be able to defend at Havoc. They understood what I had to do. They understood completely. Planting Dean Ambrose as Seth Rollins has to take a breather, though. And Finn Balor has yet to tag Aleister into this matchup, and I think that's what he's going to do now. And Aleister Black is in this matchup now. Now, I was very careful in selecting it to make sure that I control the tag team partners as well, so I'm not just controlling one. As he hits Seth Rollins off of the apron, very strategic by Aleister Black there. A kick to the face of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is the lunatic after all, so he can definitely come back in this matchup, and that's what he looks to do here. Irish whipping Aleister to the corner. And looks like he hurt himself a little bit. He might have hurt himself trying to do that move on Aleister. He plants Dean Ambrose. I don't know what went on there, but whatever happened, and tags in Finn Balor. Look at this system that Black Hole have developed. Quick tags, in and out. Perfect. I can't think of a better system than that. But Finn Balor's got to pay attention to where Dean is. Because he's close to his tag team partner, Seth. And now a double team. And a punch in the face to... and an elbow straight to the face. But a hot tag to Seth Rollins. But Alistair meets him with appear to be knees there. Just a kick. Looking for Black Mass here. Black Mass on Seth Rollins. Could that be it? Oh, Seth barely kicks out of that one. And Dean was just getting back onto the apron too. Now Finn can tag in anytime by touching him if he's that close to the corner there. Seth has got to realize where he is and takes Seth down. Tags Finn Balor in now. Like I said, systematic tagging. And now Seth is busted open. What's Finn Balor looking for now? Appears to be looking for the missile dropkick here. And connects on Seth Rollins. Possibly looking for the coup de grace here. Coup de grace on Seth Rollins. Taking Dean Ambrose out so he can't break up the potential pin. And now pinning Seth. Wow. That time, I think Finn Balor took a little bit of too much time there. Now Irish whip to the corner. He's in the wrong corner though. And Alistair tags himself in. See, this is what I was talking about. Making sure that you are in the corner that you're supposed to be in. But Seth Rollins is now fired up on Alistair in a sling blade. Now Seth Rollins is feeling it now. Super kick to Alistair. Wouldn't it be something if they came back and won this match? And a knee to Alistair. And only a 1 count. And now Dean tags back in. I think. And now Dean's on the comeback. But Dean able to reverse. Alistair able to reverse. Alistair really needs to realize how he is in this matchup right now. And a kick right to the face of Dean. Planting him down. Drags him over to the corner. Wise decision there. Looking for Black Mass on Dean Ambrose. Black Mass on Dean. That has to be it now. And no! Somehow Dean kicks out of Black Mass. And Finn there working on Seth. And Alistair finishing the job there. Now tags in Finn Balor. What's it going to take for the team of Black Hole to beat a tag team that hasn't been together for a while? Seth is still down on the outside. And a DDT to Dean, realizing that. But a reversal by Seth Rollins. And still takes Seth down. Got to switch to targeting. Wow, what an insult, dragging Dean to his own corner. And now a drop kick into Dean's own corner. Wisely dragging him to the middle of the ring there to prevent any future tags. And again, realizing that Seth Rollins is on the apron, knocks him down. But Dean able to reverse. What's he doing here? Oh, a little bit of miscommunication, and now Dean Irish whips Finn to the corner. But Finn able to reverse. He wouldn't have been able to tag Seth anyway because Seth is still down. Duck under, leapfrog over. Tries for the drop kick, but unable to connect on that one. Able to reverse. Dean able to reverse. Man, this is a huge back and forth match, and now a double team. Now Alistair's in this matchup. But then he tags Finn right back in. Irish whip. It's probably not what he intended to do. Suplexing Dean back into the ring. And Seth desperately probably wanting to get back into this match. As Alistair tries to get the team fired up. Now this is very smart. Right in his own corner. Missile drop kick. Quickly realizing that Seth is still on the apron. Able to get him down though. Now Finn's got to really hurry up if he wants to connect on this. Coup de grace on Dean Ambrose. Look at that air on that. Right in his own corner too. Perfect. And Dean still kicks out. He had resiliency. I don't even know how these men are moving at this point. Trying for it again. Coup de grace again on Dean. That's got to be enough now. But again, Seth Rollins is back on the apron. Finn takes care of him, ref. And Dean still kicked out of that. Jesus. What's it gonna take for any of these men to go down? Now Dean's fighting back. Seth is now in the corner, realizing that Finn reverses and a suplex. Now if Seth tags into this match, it's a whole new story. Oh no! Trying to get rid of Seth again. But Seth says no. And trying to get... And again he says no. Going after him and finally getting him down. Now, Finn turning his attention to the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. And those punches to the face bust Dean wide open here. Planting Dean Ambrose right in the middle of the ring. There's nothing that Seth can do about this. Or at least for the moment anyway. Trying for a third coup de grace on Dean Ambrose. Third coup de grace. Oh, whoops. The targeting's a little messed up. Going for the pin now. And for some reason, Seth didn't get involved in that. He could have broken up the pin there. He was close enough to break it up, but for some reason, Seth didn't get involved. Maybe that animosity that Dean has towards Seth after that heel turn in 2014 that ultimately broke up the Shield for a while is still with him. But Finn Balor and Aleister Black are victorious. Shaking each other's hands. This is you couldn't ask for a better tag team. Quick tags. Able to finish. I would definitely love to see these guys as RCW Tag Team Champions again. And seeing these guys go one-on-one with the Hardys, that would be insane. And AJ Styles said that he wanted to speak tonight before his matchup against Brian Outlaw. So that should be very interesting. We'll have to see what he's got to say. Maybe he changed his attitude. I don't know. Maybe this is a different AJ Styles. And not the same guy that said that he hates being bossed around. He hates doing this, hates doing that. You know, maybe this is a different AJ Styles that we're seeing here. Just skipping a little bit of an intro so we can move this along. I see a changing tide here in RCW. It's probably not a smart thing to keep swimming around against the current. Huh. One of my favorite bands against the current. Nice job, AJ Styles. A little bit of a shout out there. There's a lot of turmoil going on backstage in RCW. It's time somebody stood up for everyone and represented the boys with honor and dignity. I know I'm the last person you would expect to do that, but I'm asking all of you to give me a chance. And like I said, this is probably a new attitude here from AJ. Definitely new attitude. I'm asking you, the RCW Universe, give me a chance to prove myself. I promise that the selfish, egotistical jerk that used to walk down the aisle and act horribly is gone for good. I'm here to represent each and every one of you, and together we can overturn the tyranny and corruption of RCW. Wow. Definitely a brand new AJ here. From now on, when I do anything in this ring, it will be for you fans. I realize that none of us can be here doing what we do without you, and for that, I thank each and every one of you for helping me accomplish my dreams. Same thing for me, for you guys in RCW. I can definitely agree with that, AJ. I won't be handing out candy next time I'm out here, but I will be more generous. I'm here to serve the RCW Universe now, just like the RCW is meant to be. If anyone in the locker room has problem with it. I'll serve you a handful of fist candy. Very cheesy there, AJ, but I respect your way of words. And now AJ, what do you guys think about that? AJ going from a guy who hates being bossed around, and that's coming from him, to this guy who suddenly now cares about the fans. Maybe it's because he has no title in his hands anymore, so he doesn't have that ego. As we have The Rock and going up against Randy Orton, RKO, the 3 deadliest letters in sports entertainment, as he likes to put it. This should be a great matchup. Now, I had a chance to talk with Mr. Dwayne here, and he was very shocked about losing the title. He was planning on keeping that title for a lot longer than he anticipated. But what he found very funny after watching RCW the other night, he found it funny that the guy who didn't necessarily beat who ended up becoming champion, aka John Cena, lost it the night right after. And that's what he found to be really fun. But he congratulated Jason Outlaw on becoming the brand new champion, and he hopes that Jason Outlaw can carry the title and wear it with pride, just like The Rock did when he had that. And don't worry, this definitely isn't the end of The Rock. And just because he isn't champion now doesn't mean he won't be champion down the road. And that man looks to ruin The Rock's spirits. Randy Orton, the man who hears voices in his head, the Viper who is always ready to strike. This should be a very interesting matchup here. We are underway, and Randy Orton with a clothesline to start off this match. But The Rock able to reverse. And a side Russian leg sweep to the Viper. And double axe handle. Wrenching on the neck of the Viper. What momentum this would be for Randy Orton if he can come out with a win tonight and pin the former RCW World Champion. And a clothesline onto the outside of the ring. Now Randy, what's he going for here? Tossing The Rock into the RCW universe. And now these two men are out here battling it out. But they have to pay attention, because this is a count out supply, and I'm still trying to get out here. Okay, finally, there we go. Please don't push me back in there. And Randy finally realizing that a count out still applies in this match. Plants Rock back in the ring, but The Rock again with a side Russian leg sweep. Uh-oh. And a punch to the back of the head. But The Rock able to reverse. A little bit of a hesitation there by the People's Champ. But The Rock able to reverse yet again. And reversal again, and a spine buster right out of the gate on the Viper, Randy Orton. Will that be it? And Randy Orton says no. There's still plenty of match to be done between these two men. And now Randy reverses. And stomping on The Rock. Dragging The Rock to the middle of the ring. And now he's going for a pin. 2. And The Rock able to get the shoulder up. Snapmare. Now working on The Rock. Wrenching on The Rock's neck. The Rock's in a bad way here. But The Rock able to get out of it. A little miscommunication from Randy Orton. And a spine buster from The Rock again. Little bit of hesitating there. And that little bit of hesitation and taunting could possibly have cost The Rock there. But what's this? Oh no. Who could it be? What? Jason Outlaw with the VR on Randy Orton. Jason just put the VR on Randy Orton, and now he's just walking out of here. But this match still continued. This is a normal match. It should have been ended. The referee saw every minute of it, and a rock bottom on Randy Orton. But The Rock isn't done yet. Possibly looking for the People's Elbow, but Randy Orton able to reverse it. Looking for the RKO there. Just plants Randy Orton. And The Rock with another spine buster on Randy Orton. I don't know what was going through Jason's mind when he said, I'm going to go ahead and attack Randy Orton tonight. I don't think that's the guy that you want to piss off. We've seen what he did to Jeff Hardy. And another rock bottom to Randy Orton. A second rock bottom. And now goes for the pin. And The Rock beats Randy Orton. Plus the assist. Give the assist to Jason Outlaw there. As you can see by the replay. Oh my lord. I don't know what is going to happen right now. This is not good for Jason. See, the Outlaws are very egotistical, but even I wouldn't piss off Randy Orton. That's a guy that you don't want to piss off. That's a guy that you definitely do not want to make angry. That's for damn sure. We're seeing what he's doing to Rey Mysterio on SmackDown right now. Judging by what he's doing to Rey Mysterio on SmackDown, this is a dude that you don't want to make angry. And definitely Randy Orton is not going to take this very lightly. We have to continue to move on, and we have Brian Outlaw versus AJ Styles. Now, I asked Brian Outlaw, now that he has defended the RCW Carnage title, against Triple H, where is his mind at now? Well, he says, I'll only bring out the Warden when necessary. However, I still have to find his opponent for his next title defense. So, we'll have to see what happens tonight. And since Chris Danger associated himself with the Outlaws, specifically Jason, I wonder what he's going to think about Jason attacking Randy Orton. And I'll make sure that I get his input on that tonight. There he is. It's been a long time since we've seen him like this. In his regular attire and not in the Warden getup. It's good to see the original Brian Outlaw to be back in action now. Nobody at ringside. Very, very interesting. He usually has somebody walking out with him as sort of like an insurance policy, but I guess not. And now we have the phenomenal AJ Styles. Brian is ready. And you can see the brand new attire that I've designed for AJ Styles. More RCW colors. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put the RCW logo on his attire because I don't know why, it just didn't really make sense to me to do that. So I just changed the colors of it. So now he has colors of RCW now. If he beats Brian Outlaw tonight, that might help him in the RCW Carnage title picture. But not Jason, Brian with a big boot to start off and a knee right to the head of AJ. And a leg drop to AJ Styles, and Brian is killing it in this match to start out. But AJ able to reverse and an arm drag to the RCW Carnage champion, but Brian able to get right back in there. And an Irish whip and just tossing AJ back into the ring. Reversal there. Now AJ looks to get back into this matchup. And a drop kick to the RCW Carnage champion, Bryan. Now wrenching on the neck. Bryan, and now AJ going for the pin here. And Bryan kicks out at 1, still very fresh in this matchup. And AJ continuing to hammer away. But what's happening here? Oh no. We know this music. Chris Danger with a taste of danger on AJ Styles. Taste of danger on AJ. He said he wanted to align himself with the Outlaws. And that's exactly what he's doing. But this match somehow hasn't been stopped. It should have been. Looking for the correction, but AJ able to reverse it. Going for the calf crusher. And a rope break. Bryan realizing where he is and puts his foot on the rope. Looking for the phenomenal forearm here. And a Lefez press. Oh no. Bryan able to get out of that submission though. But AJ again reverses. I don't know what he was going for there, but look for a clothesline of some sort, but AJ able to reverse again. Using the ropes on Bryan. I don't think I've ever seen Bryan be this dominated before. Looking for the phenomenal forearm. But Bryan able to reverse out of it. Oh no. Reversal again. And a German suplex. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen Bryan be this brutalized by any superstar here on RCW. But Bryan is still going still. Bryan is still going. And a correction on AJ Styles. Looking for the jailbreak DDT here on AJ. Missing the jailbreak DDT. Little bit of a miscommunication there. And somehow takes Bryan down. And now Bryan's down now. Tries for the calf crusher again, but unable to get there. And a Lefez press again on AJ. What's he doing here? Eyeing the ref. Tries to take the ref out. Takes the ref down with a big boot. Now making AJ Styles get up. And now tries for the low blow. Tries for the low blow, but unable to connect. He tried for the easy way out there. Now AJ and spears the referee. Oh my. Oh my. And a chop right to AJ Styles. I don't even know how the ref is still alive. The ref slowly getting up right now. And the correction again on AJ Styles. What a wild match this is. Oh no, this is all the way across the ring, Brian. What do you think? What are you thinking? Looking for the jailbreak DDT. And a jailbreak DDT all the way across the ring on AJ Styles. And AJ kicks out using resiliency. And a shooting star partially connects on AJ. But Brian really feeling the effects of not being able to fully connect on that move. But AJ able to reverse out of it. Brian able to reverse. And a Samoan drop to AJ Styles. And Brian is just taking over this matchup. Looks like the Chris Danger attack had really nothing to do with it. And tries for a drop kick there, but unable to. And Brian again reverses. And again, just mauling AJ Styles right now. Absolutely mauling him right now. And again going to the top rope. Referee telling him to get down. Going for the jailbreak DDT once again. Jailbreak DDT. Again. But Brian canceled the pin. He must not be done with AJ yet. Oh, no. Brian, you could have had this match won. What are you doing? Going a little bit too far on this one, I think. And a backbreaker to Brian. And a neck breaker to Brian now. Now AJ's trying to get back in this match. Tossing AJ back into the ring. But AJ able to reverse. And again. AJ was possibly looking for that calf crusher and crushing AJ down. And he's fired up now. Absolutely fired up. Let's see what his other signature is. Do I have another signature for him? Nope. I just have that one. Okay. And looking for the correction one more time. And lands it. And a 450 splash on AJ. And AJ still kicked out. I don't know what is going on right now. I have no idea. But whatever it is, it's in Brian Outlaw's head right now. It can't be good. And a clothesline to the outside of the ring. Doing a little bit of redecorating to the announce table here. And takes AJ down. Very smart, resetting the count. This is a 5-star match, and rightfully so here. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Don't do this, Brian. Come on, dude. You've beaten the hell out of him enough. You don't need to do this. And a correction through the announce table. Oh no, come on, Brian. Come on, dude, you don't need to do this now. Not again, nope. No, Brian, don't. You already did it once. But AJ gets right back up. AJ reverses. I don't even know how he's moving after the amount of punishment that Brian put on him. And Brian tries to use his instant recovery, but to no avail. That doesn't really help him. But a reversal again. And again, Brian Outlaw saying, I'm not finished. Oh, tosses AJ out. What's he going for here? It appears a suicide dive is coming up. Suicide dive onto the outside. I don't think we've ever seen Brian use that before. How are any of these men moving? As AJ shoves Brian away and able to get him down. Oh no. It's going to be interesting. Oh God. And a... Jesus! Oh no. This might have cost Brian trying to be a little bit too cocky here. And but a spine buster to AJ Styles. Tossing AJ out. Possibly in the perfect spot right where he wants him. But AJ reverses. And tosses Brian back into the ring. This is just... I don't even know what this is anymore. Looking for an elbow drop, but AJ... But Brian able to reverse that. Gotta be careful. Brian said that he's been having some neck issues as of late. Looking for a 450, but again, Brian able to reverse it. And then Lopez press again on AJ. What a match this has been. That's it. Brian came here to do one thing, and that was to absolutely brutalize AJ Styles, but AJ reverses, and now Brian is on the outside down. Lifts Brian up. I don't know how much life any of these men have left at this point. Reversal again by AJ. Reversal by Brian. Now these men are just going back and forth with each other. Oh no, Brian, not again. Come on. And a correction through the other announce table. There's a reason why we have two. And AJ has to be lifeless at this point, but I don't even know how he's firing back now. I don't even... How are these men moving? And a European uppercut But a reversal. Another reversal. And a Samoan drop. Instant recovery by AJ. Bryan didn't even notice it. Possibly going for the calf crusher. Plants AJ down. But both men are tired at this point. Bryan looking to finish this once and for all for one more. Jailbreak DDT again on AJ Styles. This has to be the end. And Bryan finally beats AJ Styles. Man. Jesus. We had Chris Danger come in and attack AJ Styles, but even that wasn't enough for Bryan. A blindsided attack, 2 corrections through both announce tables, a suicide dive onto the outside, and a couple of jailbreak DDTs, and Bryan is your winner. Jesus. Greatest of all time. You better call it the greatest of all time, because I have never seen anything like that before. Even for Bryan Outlaw. And we have the most anticipated debut ever in RCW, probably since Luna Outlaw made her debut last episode. We have Connor Fury making his in-ring debut against Samoa Joe in a no-holds-barred match. Now I really want you guys to see the entrance of this matchup, because this is the first time I've actually messed with the pyro, like the explosions and the fireworks and all that crap in entrances. So I'd really like you guys to see that. And I'm excited for this matchup here. I can't believe this. We've had 2 attacks on the show tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an attack in the main event tonight as well. And there he is. He calls himself the Furious One. Connor Fury from San Diego, California. Now, Connor was very excited to come here because he recently got a new friend in Luna Outlaw. I don't know what Luna Outlaw sees in Connor, but she definitely sees something in him. Connor told Luna that he needed to make a good impression, and he definitely didn't want her causing any issues in his debut. So he said, stay backstage, we can celebrate afterwards. And Connor is absolutely amazing with his high-flying skills and his agility and his quickness. He's definitely going to bring something very familiar to RCW, but all these wrestlers are different in their own way. And the submission machine, Samoa Joe, looks to spoil Connor's debut tonight. Here we go. Connor Fury, Samoa Joe. We are underway here. No holds barred, which means no disqualifications if I am correct. Let me see. DQ is off. Rope break is off. No disqualifications. Anything goes. And I don't honestly know who this favors more. Because Connor's not the type of guy to use weapons. He's the type of guy to just settle it in the ring as he does a DDT and looking to end this early. But Samoa Joe kicks out with authority at 1. He calls himself the resilient one as well. Rightfully so. And a German suplex to the Furious One. In just a 1 count. Like I said, Samoa Joe absolutely looking to spoil his debut. And Connor decides to take a breather. Now these two men decide to take it out. Onto the ramp here, which they can, but they have to make sure that they pin each other back inside the ring. Otherwise, it's not really going to matter. It's not a fouls count anywhere. It's an arm drag by the Furious One here. And a knee right to the face of Samoa Joe and a leg drop. And a deep 6 to Samoa Joe on the ramp. And Connor's just looking to walk back. Trying to get the crowd behind him, get him fired up, but Samoa Joe's coming right back in. Maybe that was his plan all along, and planting Samoa Joe. And he is fired up right now. Little bit of hesitation there. And now Samoa Joe looking to get back in this matchup. Maybe that hesitation, little bit of too much taunting by the Furious One. And takes Samoa Joe down. And again, trying to get the crowd fired up and behind him. And Samoa Joe reverses. And just a back suplex there, trying to get him to go down, and a running senton. Samoa Joe got a little too cocky there. But it doesn't matter because now Samoa Joe is on the attack now. Connor able to reverse, looking for a deep 6 again. But Samoa Joe is reversing almost everything, and a Samoan drop to the Furious One. Samoa Joe is definitely giving him a run for his money here. And a deep 6 on Samoa Joe. What? This was a no-holds-barred one. What happened? I didn't even hit anything. There is no... He didn't kick out. I have no idea what happened. I didn't even hit the cancel button. That was weird. Connor looking to do some redecorating here. Come on, we just fixed these tables last match, Connor. Please don't do something dumb again and get them to be broken again. Please. Come on, man. Oh no. What's he going for here? Possibly. Oh no, not this. Fury bomb through the table. Jesus. Remember, this is no holds barred, so there are no disqualifications here. Hitting Samoa Joe again. And a couple of punches before he gets back in the ring here. What's he going for here? And a leg drop on Samoa Joe. What athleticism from the Furious One. Going up to the top rope again. What's he going for here? Looks like some sort of corkscrew move, but unable to connect on that. But again, Connor is just too quick for Samoa Joe. Too quick. Going up to the top rope here. Trying for it again. And no, Samoa Joe still rolls out of the way. I don't even know how he's able to move right now. And a back suplex to the Furious One. Looking to submit Connor. Now here's a little tidbit for you guys. Connor has never tapped out in all of his times as a wrestler. Never. He has never tapped out. He has been pinned, but he's never been submitted. Now, again, Samoa Joe figuring out what he has to do to get Connor to stay down. But Connor with another knee to Samoa Joe. Looks to just throw Samoa Joe back into the ring here. Very wise decision. Fired up now. Uh-oh. Looking for the Fury Bomb. Fury Bomb on Samoa Joe. Right in the middle of the ring. Perfect. But that's not it. Looking for last ride here. This is signature Fury. Last ride on Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe somehow kicks out. Somehow. Kicks out of both finishers. Both the Fury Bomb and the last ride. Tried to look for the comeback there, but I guess Connor didn't realize that he had to actually load it up. And again with the knee. Lifts him up. Starting with the comeback now. Connor's fired up. And takes Samoa Joe down. And a deep six on Samoa Joe. Now looking to finish this. Last ride on Samoa Joe. And Conor Fury wins in his debut match here on RCW. Wow. That's insane. That was an insane match. Holy smokes. That was nuts. I've never seen a wrestler perform that at that level in their debut. Besides the debut that we saw last episode with Luna Outlaw, but this is on a whole new level right here with Conor Fury. This is definitely on a whole new level. Wow. Jesus. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of RCW. Plenty more to come next week. So, I'm really excited to see where all these storylines go and what Conor Fury has to offer in as part of the roster. Because he just did his debut match. So, he might not be involved in anything big for a little while, but winning like that, it's definitely a good start. But you have to wonder, though, how come did Jason attack Randy Orton? How come Chris Danger attacked AJ Styles? And I guarantee that we'll hear from them next week. I guarantee that they're not going to want to take that very lightly. Despite Brian Outlaw brutalizing AJ anyway. Because if you think about it, it was very early in the matchup. Brian Outlaw wasn't done with AJ. He just absolutely brutalized AJ tonight. So I doubt Chris Danger had really much of anything to do with the outcome of the match. I really think that even without Chris Danger, Brian Outlaw was just going to win that match anyway. But with that said, I guarantee that AJ is not going to be happy about it. In that Chris is going to have to say something about it. Like I said, he wanted to show his allegiance to the Outlaws, and what better way to do that than to be out there for the match, for the championship match that took place between Jason Outlaw and John Cena, and then Jason winning the RCW World title, and then Chris goes out and attacks AJ during Brian Outlaw's match. So that has to tell you just how much Chris wants to be with the Outlaws and wants to show his allegiance to them. So I'm very excited to see where this goes from here. We'll definitely, I want to see if I can do 2 episodes a week, because if I can, that is great. But if I can't, expect at least 1 episode a week. If for some reason I can't do 2, whether it's college responsibilities and stuff like that or whatever. But as I'm getting towards the end of the semester, I mean, I got this paper due, then I got this English paper due that's pretty easy to do, and then I got this speech, and then I don't have anything else as far as like homework wise. It's more of in-class stuff. So hopefully, you know, once I'm on break and, you know, once I'm on Christmas break, and I have good internet at my house too, so hopefully once I'm on Christmas break, I can get some of those episodes in. I'm still figuring out some names for the pay-per-views for this season, so let me know what you guys have in mind. And please make it really cool. Something like badass. Like we've had Havoc and Crusade. And then we had Barrage for Season 1. So those are pretty cool names in my book. So definitely let me know if you guys have any ideas for names for the pay-per-views. But we still have a lot to see. You know, just because we've only had one match between Chris Danger and Connor Fury, there's still a lot to be uncovered, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I have planned. So thank you guys for watching another edition of RCW this week. We'll be back next week. Definitely, what do you think AJ is going to say about the attack from Chris Danger, and what do you think Randy Orton is going to say about Jason's attack? It should be very interesting, and I can't wait for you guys to find out, and you're gonna have to wait until next week. So until then, thank you guys for being as supportive as you have been throughout these streams. We're so close to Twitch affiliate. I appreciate all the follows that I've gained since the show has started. I feel like this is a very popular thing. And as long as you guys keep following, subbing to the channel, whatever it is you do, and supporting the show, then I'll keep doing it. Usually the issue on TV a lot of times with shows that die off is that it doesn't get good enough ratings, and it causes the show to just not be worth it to make. Luckily, this show doesn't cost me any money to make, so it's not like I'm losing money like big companies are making these shows with the budgets and stuff. So it's not like I'm losing money. Really, the only thing I'm losing is time. So when it becomes, you know, less popular, or God forbid RCW gets to that point where it just gets boring and the storylines are just and whatever. So basically like WWE right now, you know, like I don't want it to get to that point, so I'm really happy that you guys enjoy it for what it is. And as long as I keep creating more wrestlers, or I don't even necessarily have to create more wrestlers to make the show good. Like, I can easily make a ton of different storylines for one wrestler in particular. Like, I could have, like, a Luna Outlaw and Connor Fury storyline. Or I could have, you know, a storyline kind of like we had with Sky and Paige, where, you know, a woman does a tag team for a while, turns on them, whatever. You know, there's tons of things that I could do, and I could also do the same exact storylines. For example, like I just mentioned with Sky Outlaw and Paige, and the whole idea of them tagging together, and then Sky turning on her. Like, there's many different ways that I could do similar storylines. So I can still do storylines like that, but they'll be a little bit different. And so anything can happen with RCW, and that's what I love about it, is that regardless of what I do for you guys, it's entertaining, and you guys find it entertaining, and I appreciate that, because it takes a lot of time to make this show, and if you guys didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. I do want a storyline with Sky and Paige and Brian and Paige. Well, there already was. There already was, technically, a storyline between Paige and Sky and Brian and Paige. There was already one back in Season 2. Basically, the Brian and Paige storyline started out when Paige showed up at one of his matches. The thing is judging by what might happen, I don't know. We might see more of a storyline. between Sky and Paige, or I don't know if we might go down that realm again. I have no idea, but that's the whole idea of RCW. It's unexpected things. Anything can happen. That's sort of how RCW goes. So we'll just have to wait and see how the storylines play out, and see if I want to bring out Brian and Paige and Sky again, and see if I can do something with them. Now, what I'm hoping happens next year for 2K20 is we get mixed tag matches, right? Where, in case you don't know what those are, that's where a man and a woman team up together, and then I could have something where like Brian and Sky could team up together, Brian and Paige could team up together, so that way that the tag team titles that we have, there is no man and women's. They're integrated. So next game, if we have the mixed tag matches as like a match that we can do, then I can have Paige and Brian as tag champions, or Brian and Sky as tag champions. You know, that way I can mix tag teams up where it would be a man and a woman instead of a man v man, or a woman, or a man and a man and a female and a female. So it all depends on whether or not we have that in 2K20. That's something that I've always thought about doing. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully next game we'll have that. But until then, this is what we got now, and I really like what we're doing now. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. In case you miss anything, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. It is BGX Plays, same as my Twitch. You can watch it there, and it's all in a playlist. So every episode that happens, it it goes to the playlist. So in case you miss it live, like, don't feel bad. I mean, it's always fun when you watch it live as it's happening, but don't feel bad. You know, you can still watch it after the fact when it fully processes on my YouTube channel. So anyways, thank you guys for the continuous support on the show. I wouldn't be doing this without all of you, and I'll catch you guys next week on RCW.